Today is the first day of Holy Week. It's the first day of this week that prepares us for Sunday, the Sunday of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So, what I propose to you is that each day we would take some time to meditate on one word that Jesus said on the cross. One sentence that Jesus said on the cross so that we can focus on this season, focus on these events of Easter, and prepare our hearts to rejoice again, to, to wonder again at the beauty of who God is, of what He did for us on the cross, and on the mystery of how He gives us life through His resurrection. So, each day I will send you a video and I will focus on one sentence of Jesus. Today, the sentence is found in Luke chapter 23, and I start reading at verse 33. And when they had come to the place called Calvary, there they crucified him, and the criminals, one on the right hand and the other on the left. Then Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. And then they divided his garments and cast lots. And the people stood looking on, but even the rulers with them sneered, saying, He saved others, let him save himself if he is the Christ, the chosen of God. The soldiers also mocked him, coming and offering him some sour wine, and saying, If you are the king of the Jews, save yourself. And an inscription also was written over him in letters of Greek, Latin, and Hebrew. This is the King of the Jews. Okay, so the first sentence is, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And this is beautiful because it is the first reaction of Jesus as he's crucified, as he's nailed to the cross. His first reaction is love, is forgiveness. He stands there, and instead of retaliating, he gives back love. Instead of to this violence, to this hate, to this injustice, Jesus gives back love. And it's like Jesus is taking his role as the high priest. Remember that in Israel history, the temple is given to the Israelites so that they can have a relationship with God that goes through the process of sacrifices. And so Jesus understands his death as a sacrifice and his role as the role of a high priest. He stands between humanity and God and blesses humanity on behalf of God. And that's what's happening here. Jesus is taking his role as an intercessor. He blesses, he forgives the people on behalf of God. But there's something weird about this story, though. Is that in this sentence, forgive them, for they know not what they're doing, it's like Jesus is kind of excusing his enemies, right? It's like he's excusing them for killing him. Okay, they're killing an innocent person, but they didn't know it was literally the Son of God, so just forgive them, cut them some slack, right? And it's weird. It's weird because, I mean, they're still guilty, right? and something that's weird also is that I need forgiveness, but I mostly need forgiveness for the things I know were not right, and I did them all all the more. you know, I did, when I sin, I oftentimes know that I'm sinning, so I need forgiveness for stuff I know I did wrong. So what's happening here, Jesus? What are you telling us? And I was thinking about it and meditating on it. And then I realized that in the Gospel of Luke, there is a theme. There's something that happens over and over again. It's misunderstanding or just ignorance. People see Jesus, they see what he does, they hear what he says, but they don't get it. They just don't get it. And it's like Luke is saying something through this. It's like Jesus is on the cross and he's saying, they still don't get it. Forgive them, they don't get it. What do they not get? They don't get that they're mocking the Son of God. They're mocking God. They don't get that they see this person who is on the cross, who's naked in front of everyone, who's bleeding everywhere, who's mocked by everyone. And it's shameful, right? But no, they don't get it. It's glorious. It's the glory of the love of God that is ready to die, to give himself for the sake of the ones he loves. So they don't get it. Forgive them because they don't get it. And I believe this is a word for us, a word of encouragement, is that this is the Easter season, right? Will you get it? Will you get it? Do you have eyes to see, ears to hear, a heart to understand what's happening on the cross? Can you receive the message, the mystery of Easter? Will you stop and listen to the Spirit? Will you hear for what God is saying? Because Easter can become a concept. The cross can become just an object. It can be just something that happened in the past, but actually, God is doing something today. And this event is the most important event in all of history. But also, the question is it the most important event in your life, to shape your life? Does it impact you? Because the cross is a call from God who says, come here, I'm going to transform your life. Come here, believe in me, believe in what I'm doing. I love you, believe in me. I love you, I'm going to transform you. I love you, I'm going to heal you. I'm going to forgive you. I'm going to make you new. So, yeah, that's my thoughts for this first saying of Jesus on the cross. And God bless you, and see you tomorrow for the second saying of Jesus on the cross. Bye.